Welcome to the Express Election 22 pods. In the run-up to polling day on the 22nd of June, we'll be publishing a short statement from each of the Deputies candidates in each of the districts. This pod focuses on St Helier North, where there are 4 seats available. Here are the candidates for you to choose from in alphabetical order. Trevor Pointon is also standing, but he was unable to take part in the pods.
My name is Steve Iyer. In 2018, I was elected as Deputy of St Helier District 3 and 4. It has been an honour and a privilege to have served the community for the past 4 years, and I am now seeking to be re-elected as an independent candidate in the newly constituted district of St Helier North. I am a retired businessman who has lived in our district for the past 34 years. To make our district a better place to live, I intend to have pelican crossings installed on St Auben's Inner Road. These have been promised for many years, and it is high time that the funding was made available to install them. I will also ensure that when the long-awaited hopper bus is established, that St Helier North has consistent and reliable connectivity to this service. Also, I will ensure that the provision of purpose-built, fully accessible homes for people with disabilities is progressed on field H1219 at La Grande Route de Montalabé. The biggest problem facing Jersey is high inflation, high energy prices, and the high cost of living. This has been brought about by the unconscionable Russian invasion of Ukraine. This will have serious consequences for all sections of our society, and it will have to be addressed by the next Assembly. If I am re-elected, voters can be assured that I will continue to prioritise my attendance in the chamber. I have taken this aspect of my role extremely seriously. I have a 100% attendance record, and I am the only member to have voted on every proposition during the past 4 years. I have sought to use my votes wisely, and parishioners can depend on me to continue to do so. I hope that you will all turn out to vote on the 22nd of June. Together, we can make our new electoral system a resounding success. Let us work together to ensure that that is the case. Thank you for listening.
My name is Max Andrews, and I am standing for Deputy in St Helier North as an independent candidate. I've lived in the constituency for 26 years. I was educated at First Tower Primary School and Hope Valley Secondary School. I went on to study sport at Highlands College for 2 years. I also went on to work for Exercise Referral for the States of Jersey, and also I worked as a self-employed personal trainer for several years. I then went on to work within Jersey's financial service industry in trust administration. Now, I'd like to focus on the constituency, and there are 3 priorities that I'd like to see. First of all, I'd like to actually see more constituency surgeries, where 4 deputies can be in one location. And this is actually going to be accessible for all constituents to speak to every single one of us. Also, I'd like to see more engagement in terms of allowing children to have enhanced services within the constituency. We now have a youth club that is set up, and it's been recently renovated. And also as well, I'd like to see parking be addressed in the area as well. There are several concerns in terms of the roads, and a number of constituents have mentioned as well in the First Tower area there is a need for this to be modified. Also, I think as well, when we're looking at the biggest problem that is facing Jersey, it has to be housing. At this moment in time, we have a problem in terms of partial market failure, it's called, where there is insufficient housing in supply terms, and also there is disproportionate house prices in both rental and purchasing terms too. In essence, I think in terms of what I'll be good for the constituency is I'm somebody who is able to listen, and also I have a vision as well for the community. I think it's important that we are addressing housing in particular, but also we do need to be focused upon the economy and also economic growth too. And also I think we need to see education investment also be prioritised also.
My name is Gardena, and I'm an independent candidate. We have 4 questions. A bit about my career so far. I have been honoured to serve you as a deputy for the past 3 years. I was the chair of the Public Accounts Committee, member of the Diversity Forum, member of the Environment, Housing and Infrastructure Scrutiny Panel. Before becoming a state member, for 20 years, I was a self-employed management consultant and worked with companies making organizational change. I have a BA in social work and a Master of Science specialized in cross-cultural and organizational communications. During my life, I worked and lived in 4 different countries in 3 languages: English, Russian, and Hebrew. 3 ways I would make my district a better place. First, I support neighborhood enhancement schemes. Second, ensuring housing development are balanced in town and having no more development on remaining St. Helier North green fields. I will fight for improvement of our primary schools infrastructure and pedestrian safety. The biggest problem facing Jersey is a cost of living, including the cost of housing, cost of utilities, cost of childcare, cost of health, and an accelerating rise in the number of middle-income earners being squeezed financially. To solve these areas, we need a joined-up approach to reducing the cost of living and finding practical solutions to stop Jersey families feeling they must leave the island to afford to live a decent life elsewhere. We need to make sure we use all our experiences and skills on the island that we have across all Jersey communities. We should train, retain, and rely upon the diverse population we have already before finding skills in the UK or elsewhere. If voters support me, they will get a strong independent voice for St. Helier North in the Assembly. I care about our community and about Jersey. For the parish, for me important to get a fair deal for our St. Helier ratepayers. My priority is to find projects that balance a healthy, stable community, a thriving economy, and an eco-friendly environment. I will work tirelessly towards this goal with all elected members and with our community to find fair and practical solutions to the problems we will be facing. Today, I'm asking for your trust and your vote. Thank you for listening.
I'm Mary Lahegura, an independent candidate for St. Helier North. My focus remains to serve the parish and Ireland in a positive and constructive manner, concentrating on delivery results for residents. I believe in equality of treatment and opportunity and importance of diverse perspectives for strong government. Passionate about the protection of green spaces and agricultural land, I was delighted that the fields at Le Pucalet and La Grande Route to St. John were saved from development. Supportive of financial services and promoting diversification across sectors such as retail, farming, construction and tourism, it is essential to ensure that dependence is spread, providing wider employment opportunities and revenue income. I do not support high borrowing and burden created for future generations. Recruitment and retention of staff is important, and I would advocate for a full assessment of the island's skills gap. support and encourage on-island upskilling, maximise development and utilise local resources, seeking off-island recruitment only when strictly necessary. Utilisation of brownfield sites when creating developments and utilising empty properties, investigating obstacles preventing their creation as suitable homes is a must moving forward. It is essential to have genuine transparency across government in order that everyone can see where money is spent and lines of accountability are clear. The last 4 years I've been the chair of the Health and Social Security Scrutiny Panel, and we've done a number of reviews in relation to mental health. We've also secured extra funding for this important area. As a police officer for 25 years, I was born and raised in Jersey to a farming family. I was educated at Les Londres and Les Canavets schools and have lived in the island all my life with short secondments overseas. I'm a member of the Association of Accounting Technicians and I hold an LLB in law.
Hi, my name's Phil Rommel and I am standing for Deputy in St Helier North, which is a district in which I live. I, as you can guess from my name, was born in Jersey and I have lived here for most of my life. My career has been spent in the healthcare and wellbeing sector. I owned a group of pharmacies, I helped the co-op set up a GP practice, and I am honoured to be the chairperson of family nursing and home care. I currently operate a social enterprise called Call and Check, which works with people and in the area of loneliness and isolation. If elected, I aim to have a role within the health department. Now, this is the first time I've done campaigning and I'm enjoying the experience. But one of the questions that keeps coming up on the doorstep is in relation to the function of our government. And this indeed is one of the reasons why I chose to run. I have come to the conclusion that ministerial government, when mixed with independent candidates, is at the root cause of the problems that we see. Consistently, we see the tough and hard decisions leading to indecisive delay and eventually increased costs to the taxpayer. So the only solution that I could see was running as a member of a political party, and I have joined and am running with the Jersey Alliance. We are a broad-based team bringing skills from business, charity and political backgrounds. And we are standing before you with the election having agreed what we are intending to do and written it in our very detailed 85-page manifesto. We also have candidates in every district, and if voted in the right numbers, we would be able to represent the island-wide voice which has been lost with the role of the senators going. If we are elected and we can deliver our manifesto, you will also be able to hold us, your politicians, to account truly for the first time. We do, though, commit to working with everybody in the States to achieve the best outcomes for the public in Jersey. So in summary, if elected, I will work to deliver a high-quality, accessible and affordable healthcare service for everyone on the island. I'll work with my colleagues in Jersey Alliance to deliver on our manifesto pledges. And for St Helier and St Helier North, I will be looking to set up a green space initiative for the benefit of all of our health and well-being. So please vote for me, Phil Rommel, in St Helier North on June the 22nd. Thank you.
My name is Ted Vibert and I'm standing in St Helier North for the Alliance Party. I decided to come back into politics because I really was quite unhappy with the way the last 3 years have looked politically and a lot of decisions that have been made. I'm not happy with that at all, and I know I share that with a lot of people. I started my political career at least 30 to, if not 40 years ago, and I've been a senator and I've been a deputy and I've been in the chamber, the State's chamber, on my own as an independent, and it's very hard work and almost impossible to get anything done. That's the reason I've joined the Alliance Party. And I've joined them because I went for a meeting with the group and I was so impressed with their plan, with their intellect, with the type of people that were there who were dedicated to making Jersey a much nicer place in which to live. And that's what I want to do. And there's lots of work to be done. One of the most important things we have to do is make life better for people looking for a house to buy. The housing situation in Jersey is just totally unsatisfactory, and the Alliance Party are going to make that its number one commitment, and we're looking at building at least 5,000 new homes through Angium, and also looking at changing a lot of the planning laws which really inhibit the way in which people can build their homes. We have to face the fact that our population is continuing to grow. We have to bring in some controls, but without damaging the economy, and we have to be very, very careful how we do it. I've told people one of the best ways of solving the population problem in Jersey is simply to stop people having babies, to not let people be healthy when they're 80 and staying alive. But of course, that's all ridiculous, and you can't do it. So what we have to do is recognise that our population is going to keep growing, and we have to continue to make it right for people to have a home and to cater for them. The other important matter that we need to do in Jersey is to have some pride in this island. I've always been very proud of being a Jerseyman. I worked in London working to devote tourism back in the 60s, and I used to love getting people to come to Jersey and come here on holiday. I've found in the last few years that people don't love this island. A lot of people don't love this island the way they should, and we need to have a decent attitude towards it, encourage people to do the right thing in Jersey, to build the right sort of homes, to have the right sort of education, and to look after people. And the Jersey Alliance manifesto is full of all the things that we're going to do. There is a lot of time, a lot of courage that's gone into the whole thing, and I believe we're going to be able to really change Jersey. Thank you.
So those were the candidates in the St Helier North election. Remember, you have to choose up to 4. Trevor Pointon is also standing in that district. Polling day is the 22nd of June, that's a Wednesday, and polls open at 8 o'clock in the morning. They're open for 12 hours. Stay tuned on election night to bailiwickexpress.com or, of course, any of our social channels, and we'll bring you all the actions, the analysis and the features as they happen. But for now, thanks for listening.